I saw the car that had her inside going the other direction, away from the church. So I was thinking, huh? What's going on?
Hi, I'm Darlene.
Hi, I'm Jason.
And we said
I do.
3 years ago.
We got married on the 18th of December 2021.
We were a couple. In 2020, we were engaged. And in 2021, we were married.
3 different Christmases, 3 different status. Just as I'm about to propose, I look at my future father-in-law and I give him the... That was the cue, that was the signal. I nodded at him and he looked at me and he did this.
He was supposed to record the moment.
Bruh. He forgot to take out his phone. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna wait anymore. I proposed to her. This joke has been told many a times.
What were your expectations of this wedding?
There were more expectations from me versus from Darlene because she wanted a simple wedding,
Yeah,
right?
a very small wedding.
I'm the total opposite of her. I was planning my wedding from the time I was a teenager. I always had this idea in my mind, you know, what song to use for my first dance. You could say Groomzilla lah.
Opposite
Yeah,
problem.
it's quite opposite, so that's why I kind of pushed her into it. Told her, I said, you know, let's do a proper one. Doesn't have to be big, but something proper. We managed to get the wedding of our dreams, even though it was during COVID.
In Eurasian culture, what were the weddings you are accustomed to look like?
For a standard Eurasian wedding in Singapore, it would be, of course, the church and then the dinner and some dancing after.
Dancing can go up to 2 a.m.
Like I said, because of restrictions, there's only so much we could do.
It was quite frustrating because we wanted to walk down the aisle without using a mask, but that was a restriction. I think both of us were really frustrated on that part. It would have been nice to be able to see the other person's face from the get-go.
You want to talk about your Bachelorette night?
That night, they really let me drink my heart out. They had confetti, wonderful balloons, and the confetti were like shaped confettis. They started throwing the confettis on me. I got a little emotional and started crying like, why do you throw on me? I only want the one in my life. So yeah, that was an interesting bachelorette party. We had our pre-wedding shoot really for a good steal.
It was free. Absolutely free. M1 has Sunriser. It's a rewards program, right? Every year before your birthday, they will let you know what deals or gifts they have. So it just so happened that we saw they had a photo shoot for free. You could book a photo shoot for like an hour and a half, right?
Yeah.
An hour and a half to 2 hours and it's for free.
Shout out to M1. Thank you for the birthday deal.
They gave us a choice of 3 places. Fort Canning, MacRitchie Reservoir, and I think it was Bukit Timah Hill, the nature reserve. Yeah, Fort Canning is the only romantic place lah. At least I thought it was romantic until I realised there were graves lah. There's this picture where she's leaning on the wall with her leg up like that, and there was a grave behind her. I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, but that was so funny, that was good.
My mom woke me up. I still remember. She's like, hey, it's your wedding day. You don't want to wake up. It was a very nice and slow morning. It was very quick and I was ready like an hour and a half before the wedding started. My parents covered me with the veil and we also have this thing where we toast the bride and groom off. We have this pot wine. Everybody had to have like at least a small glass and they just wish their blessings upon me and our marriage before sending me off to the church.
Most Eurasian families do this. After having the veil covered, she had to kiss her parents' hands. My mom told me about it, said that, this is tradition, make sure she does it. So it's basically a ritual of blessing.
Yeah, then it was just the wedding itself, like the mass.
Travelling to the wedding was quite fun. I saw the car that had her inside going the other direction, away from the church. So I was thinking, huh? What's going on? I was like, no, I don't know what's going on. The truth is, my father-in-law needed cigarettes. When I got to the church, of course, there was a whole bunch of people there. We were saying hi to people. My mom put my corsage on for me in front of the church. Then, we waited for her to arrive. We did a very traditional march-in. My mom walked me down the aisle. Mostly Eurasian families do, and her mother walk down the aisle.
Walking down the aisle for a woman, like, you would think of it as like such a wonderful occasion, but to be honest, right, at that moment you actually feel like, wow, I'm leaving my childhood behind. And especially as an only child, I realized that, oh, I'm leaving my parents, I'm moving to a new home with my husband, and it actually dawned on me and I started to tear up a little bit.
When it comes to vows, we just did the canonical vows
Yeah.
as per the church. We didn't write our own vows. We just wanted to keep it traditional.
That moment of exchanging vows was actually very exciting. At the end of the day, I found someone who is as weird as me. We have our own quirks together, things that, you know, we understand. So to have that other half, it was pretty amazing.
After the sermon, usually is the blessing of the rings, and then you may kiss the bride. So that happened,
And then after that, we had the wedding candle.
oh yeah, the wedding candle.
wedding
so
candle
we did the
first.
wedding candles.
Yeah.
Where we each hold a candle, light one candle together.
Yeah, I think it's a very nice symbolic nature to show, like, you know, how from two people now everything is one and we are recognized as one body.
And then we signed the
Yes.
certificate. Yes.
I really made sure he signed properly.
So the reception also was challenging because we had to split into two zones, zone A, zone B again, two reception tables. But yeah, the guests came.
They enjoyed the food.
Yeah, so you have the cake cutting, then you have the champagne pouring, then dinner is served. We had two outfits for that night. First walk-in was
the
suit and
the
your
wedding dress.
wedding dress. And then another dress that you bought from Far East Plaza. I remember.
Yeah, that was another steal, $300. But it was a beautiful dress as well.
Just before the second outfit walk-in, they played our childhood montage. After we came in, we did the first dance. We had some traditional Portuguese dance also.
Yeah.
About 2 songs.
So from everything that you guys have shared so far, what was the most memorable part of your wedding?
My most memorable part, I think, is when he actually put the ring on my finger. That was also very significant that, okay, I'm officially a married woman.
Sleeping next to your wife for the first night, nothing dirty, we didn't do anything too tired, okay? Sleeping next to her for the first time as man and wife, I think that was special. The wedding invites were actually quite fun to do, right? We wanted to go with translucent background for the sleeve that went into the cut.
But I especially loved the picture that we chose and how we decided to get everyone to RSVP for by the QR code. So the first ring box, this ring box was my engagement ring. You can see big fans of Gold Heart. Yeah, and this is the wedding band ring box. Yeah, so I have 2 and it's still keep. So it's actually, it looks like one, but you can actually detach the middle portion.
Our wedding candles.
Yeah.
It's basically to represent the 2 individual candles being myself and Darlene. Both our candles are lit and then we light the wedding candle together. So this happened during the mass.
I think it's nice also, like when we go through a difficult period in our life, we also light it for each other.
Do you remember when we got this?
This was from our good friend as well. She couldn't make it, but she decided to do something special for us and she asked us what our first dance song was going to be. So she decided to make this for us and I thought it was such a lovely gesture.
Okay, so here are some of the cards that we got from guests.
Sentimental, so I kept quite a few. I think most of the cards.
No, you kept all of them. These are all the cards that we got. Well wishes mainly, saying
some
congratulations.
nice ones. This was the offering.
This was taken at the church during the mass and it's a picture of us making an offering to Mother Mary, a bouquet.
Yeah, so this is one of our rare moments, dancing our first dance.
Yeah, you can tell from the smile on my face that I was actually very happy at this moment, but still awkward. You can see it was an awkward smile. This is a nice one. Yeah.
This is me. You can tell I love dancing.
Her cousin Sean photobombed. The photograph also.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's serious picture.
Yeah, very
serious.
serious.
Yeah, serious. Probably during the sermon. We both look like faster lah, can not? Please lah.
Yeah, this is one of the beautiful pictures from our pre-wedding photo shoot at Fort Canning.
Once again, you can see the memorials at the back. So you guys, you want to avoid this, okay? Avoid it. And the last one was our second walk-in.
I had a lot of compliments about the dress. And they say I look like Princess Belle. So yeah.
That made me the beast.
So this was something planned by one of my very good friends. She handled the reception table and I thought it was really sweet of her to include some marriage advice.
So I'm just gonna read it out to you guys. For a happening and sexy happy marriage, always remember to talk it out and never go to bed unhappy but with happy ending. Making love solves any problems. For a successful marriage, always remember the wife is always right and never wrong.
Happy spouse, happy house. There we go.
Before you guys decided to get married, how did you know that this person was the one for you?
Yeah, actually the moment that I came to you for advice, you've always pushed me in the right direction, even though there are times that I don't want to go in that direction. And it always turns out well and you always had my back. There's no one pivotal moment that says, oh, he's the one for me, but it's a build-up of the little moments.
I would say the pivotal point would be the conversation we had about our parents. I was raised in a single parent family, just my mom, and my mom means everything to me. When I heard her talking about her parents and her dedication to them, for me, the most important thing is family. Our values align, so that was when I said, okay, you know what, maybe this might be the right one.
If y'all had a piece of advice to give to your kids in the future when they are to get married, what would be like one piece of advice?
My advice would be not to be in a rush. Yeah, take it as it comes. Learn about the other person and make sure your weirdness matches the other person's weirdness. Because I think that is ultimately like what you will enjoy about each other.
And come and ask Godpa first, so I can screen the fella properly. If I could talk to 30-year-old me, I would say don't give up hope, because back then all the people I met were people who were in the club industry, because I work in clubs. You never had the opportunity to meet people outside of your circle. So I would say just take it easy and be patient, because it will happen eventually.
I would tell my younger Darlene, like, as cliche as it sounds, learn to love yourself first. Because it's only when you enjoy your own company and you are strong about yourself that you know how to appreciate the strengths of others and learn to be patient with them as well. So yeah, learn to love yourself first. Thank you for watching this video.
Comment down below for any future videos you might want to see.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Bye!
Bye.